Hey, Ross. Good evening, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. I'm your host, Ross World. And today we'll be talking about NIO. Okay, a subscriber of mine left me a comment and wanted me to talk about NIO. So I will. I'll talk about NIO. And we're going to just break down NIO and why I invest in NIO. Quite frankly, I have 100 shares in NIO. And what NIO is, and we're going to go a little bit deeper into this. NIO is a Chinese electric car company that people say is Tesla wannabe. Okay, is a Tesla wannabe. Now, quite frankly, I can care less. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm still setting up a little bit, but so please bear with me, and then we get right into what a subscriber requested. He wanted me to talk about NIO, a Chinese electric car company. Okay, electric car company. So that is what I aim to do. And the ticker for NIO is NIO. So if you're looking for a stock that is below $5 with the potential of going from 10, 20, 30, even to blow up one day, this could be it. I'm not predicting, I'm not estimating, I'm not guesstimating. I'm just letting you know that this may be it. We have to understand that China is a billion people market. Okay, they have a billion something people. Now, granted, let's just take, for instance, that they have a billion people, which they do 1.1 billion, but let's say they have 1 billion for the sake of math. And 10% of those Chinese people bought a NIO. 10%. Does anybody know how much it is to make $1 billion? You need $1,000 million to make 1 billion. $1,000 million to make $1 billion. So that means essentially if 10% of them, of $1 billion, was it 100 million, go out and buy a vehicle, this stock will become very profitable. Now, I just can give you some background about it, that it really is not doing that well, especially with the coronavirus hit. It was doing well, then it's going back and forth because the funding for it is switching from city to city because a lot of people don't want to see this fail. But without further ado, let's get into what NIO is. We're going to go to their website. We're going to do some market watch on them, and we're going to break down NIO. And we're going to actually look at my account so you guys see how many shares I have in NIO. Now, granted, if I lose it, then it was a bad investment. But with the research and the back end that I see these guys receive, I believe they will eventually be very profitable, and the appreciation of the value of the stock is going to skyrise. Okay, that is just, now if you buy it at $4 and it goes to 10, you more than doubled your money already. Okay, so let's get right into NIO. I'm gonna let you guys first. We're going to learn about the company. Okay, as you notice right here, already that looks good to me. Okay, it has the flush handles just like a Tesla, and then right here where my cursor is, you can see that that's where the electricity pops up. Okay, so let's look into some cars. Now this, I don't think the regular person would buy this car, but maybe a Chinese guy would. This to me still looks like it's a concept car. Okay. But nonetheless, it looks very comfy, looks very futuristic. I like their detailing. This right here looks really, really good, ladies and gentlemen. This is just my personal opinion, okay? This is just my personal opinion. Okay, so we're talking about NIO, N-I-O. Let's look at another vehicle. Now, that was a concept, as I said. Now, these are the cars that are in production, okay? These are the cars that's in production. Not to insult your intelligence, but ESX is a high-performance, long-range, smart electrical SUV with an ultra-long I don't know some of these electrical terms, so bear with me. In the range of 510 kilometers, it only takes 4.7 seconds for it to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers. Now, I don't really know the conversion. I mean, I'm truly American, so I'm bad in converting miles per hour to kilometers and vice versa. But I want to say that 100 kilometers is 60 miles per hour, okay? So it reaches 60 miles per hour in 4.47. That's pretty quick for which it looks like to be a crossover of some sort, okay? So again, we're learning about NIO to see if this is going to be a good investment because China has a billion people market, okay? Billion people market. So you can do the conversion rate down here to the Chinese dollar. I'm pretty sure that's not yen. That's from Japan. Yen is in Japanese, but I really don't know. But we're learning about the car company, looking at the cars. We want to see what it's all about. Say, okay, Brembo 4-piston aluminum brake calipers. So they have really good high-class calipers on it with Brembo. That is a well-known worldwide brand. iBooster, let's see. We're just looking at the cars, guys. I mean, it looks normal to me. This is an electrical vehicle. Look at this. That's stylish. LCD screen right in front of the driver. And I don't think this is as large as the 17-inch screen that Tesla puts in. But this is, I want to say it's roughly anywhere from 12 to 14%, okay? And it also has something up here, as you can see where my cursor is. Everything is pretty much electronic, fully luxury or functional electrical vehicle made by the Chinese, okay? There's a growler in this vehicle. We're moving right along. We're just looking at some of the vehicles. Which one was this? That was the ESS. And here's the ES8. I know you guys are unfamiliar with this, but this is about investment. This is what I do. I go and I study the company. I look at the products that they're coming out with, and then I look at their financial backing, okay? Here's another one. Same sort of concept. This depends on what you want. Doesn't look bad to me, guys. It's an electrical vehicle, and I'm pretty sure it's not expensive as a Tesla or a Rivian. The Rivians are coming out, okay? We got to understand the Rivians were, let me fix your screen. I see that you guys can't see what I see. All right. Rivians got backed by Amazon with $500 million and also by Ford with $500 million. Let's see what it says. NIO Pilot, developed by NIO, equipped with the world-leading mobile IQ4 chip, supporting more than 20 advanced driving assistant features and over-the-air software updates. Okay, very similar to China, and you're going to very similar to Tesla, and you will see that the market, investors, other car makers, and engineers are calling this the wannabe of Tesla. Hey, listen, when great people do great things, what do? You mimic them, you mirror them, okay? If you got a successful person, what you say, hey, what did you do to get successful? And then what you go out and do, you do that same thing. So when somebody tells me that a company is a wannabe Tesla, I'm thumbs up for it because you are modeling success. And granted, ladies and gentlemen, Tesla started off in debt too. Again, NIO, it's a Chinese electric car company with a great design. They are competing against essentially Tesla, Rivian, and up-and-coming other electric car makers, okay? That are like their whole brand, their whole lines are electric cars. Let's move on. Let's look at the EC6. It's always important. Oh, they got a video. I don't know if you guys want to watch a video. We won't go that deep into it. If you want to look into it, then look into it. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. I don't like the emblem. Hey, it's a foreign car, guys. It's not like I'm going to buy one. I'm just investing, okay? But it looks good enough to me, right? But again, you can't go off of pictures alone. So don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to, oh, wow. Okay. I'm impressed. That's a supercar, ladies and gentlemen. That is a supercar. It better, one of the fastest electric cars in the world. It better because it looks damn good. I would buy that for, Chinese made it. I've never been in a Chinese car. I get about 50,000 for it because the design by itself looks great. It might got a Mazda Protege engine in it. I'm kidding. It's electric, guys. I'm kidding. But this upkeep of this car, you can tell. Look at the low profile tires here. Look how low to the ground it is. Ooh, you better not be living somewhere in a rural area. You cannot buy that. All right. What else are we looking at? Okay, we see the track speed. Okay, it looks good. Okay, that's their sports car. All right, we're moving along. Let's get out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm up here. Oh, I didn't. Excuse me. Let me back myself up. I'm so sorry. Now we're going to read a little bit about NIO. There we go. All right, NIO is a Chinese automotive manufacturer headquartered in Shanghai, specialized in designing and develop electric autonomous vehicles. The company is also involved in the FIA Formula E Championship, the first single-seater all-electric racing series, okay? They're doing big things. They're doing big things. So, they got me blown up here again, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my issues. These are my issues right here, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with me. I'm still a newbie at this. Look at this. I'm all over the place. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right. Let's keep it rolling. So I'm going to bring you back over here. Read that. We're going to go a little bit deeper inside of NIO. Hate for the editing right in front of you guys, but I messed some things up nonetheless. All right. We're going to make this a little bit bigger. If you don't mind, we're going to make it a little bit bigger. Sorry about that. I know I should get my act together. Beat me up later, guys. Beat me up later. I know. All right. So right now, for each share of NIO, it's $4.02. Now, it has dropped rapidly. I just bought quite a few NIO, and it cost me around, was it $4.20, $4.30? And you're like, well, you lost money. Well, essentially, you only lose money when you sell. We know that, right, guys? So that means that I lost value with this particular stock. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here because the numbers add up, okay, in my opinion. And when people say, you know, if it doesn't make dollars, then it doesn't make sense. And that's correct. Right now, they are a company in debt. Look at the EPS, okay, earnings per share. They don't have the ability to pay nobody nothing. So that means that everybody is dropping money into NIO to invest inside that company. But we're going to read a little bit later on just to show why I believe that NIO one day will become profitable. And again, I could be totally wrong. You take this information with a grain of salt. Okay, let's move along. So here is my portfolio with NIO. Okay, here's my portfolio with NIO. As you can tell, if you look over here, I have, where's my shares at? Okay, right here. I'm sorry, guys. Down at the bottom here where my cursor is. I'm at 100 shares, and it's half my portfolio. Again, because I transferred all of my portfolio shares over to Wealthfront, and then I'm building back up my Robinhood portfolio again with different stocks, okay? So if you look at the trend here, you see that it's been going up and down. Let's look for the past year. Now, even for the past year, they have been losing. So March of last year, there was $10 a share. That's when they were headquartered in Shanghai, as we just read. But if we come down here, we don't really need look at this any information than what this is, okay? But what we're going to look at is certain stories that they have made about why you know, this wannabe Tesla stock. So right here it says NIO stock rockers on heavy value collaboration deal with heavy government announced. Okay, that was February 25th. So there's a lot of things going on, but then Bloomberg comes out with this report. And I read this earlier, okay? I'm not going to read it entirely, but I'm going to try to take out the nuggets, okay? So it says New York listed NIO, a self-described pioneer in China's premium electric vehicle market with rival to Elon Musk's company, said Tuesday that it has made a tentative agreement with the municipal government of Hebei in some province in China, okay, for funding support. The company will move its China headquarters from Shanghai and said it plans to raise more than 10 billion yuan, okay, 10 billion yuan, 1.43 billion, in light of the partnership. Other details were sparse. The stock surged at much as 34%, okay? There are lofty ambitions considering the company was sitting on $1.5 billion of debt and is expected to post negative free cash flow of $1.4 billion for 2019. According to Bloomberg estimates, earlier this month, NIO said it had raised $100 million in one-year convertible notes, bringing the aggregate to $200 million of private placement this year. It said it was working on several financial projects, the outcome of which is uncertain at this stage. Meanwhile, as the corona hobbles China, NIO can't afford to pay its workers on time. Now, let's just take that. When you don't get paid, you don't want to go to work, but people still go to work because they know they're going to get back paid. So I'll move on with that. The company has done a few similar partnerships. Last year, it entered into a 10 billion won agreement to finance research and development a new manufacturing facility with a state-owned fund in Beijing, E-Town Capital, in exchange for a monetary stake. NIO counts the likes of Billy Gaffer and Company, a big Tesla investor, Tencent Holdings, and Temasek Holdings among its backers. It's continuously burned cash since before going public. Boom. I'm going to stop right here, ladies and gentlemen, because this is the classic case of Tesla. This similar to how Tesla started off, but Tesla started off as a private company. But they still had a lot of private investors backing them, okay? They had a lot of private investors backing them. And if you look this right now, they have a city backing them. Then they have Tencent Holdings, which I actually have about 3 shares of Tencent Holdings, which is a huge company that does investing in other sorts of services. What else do they have? They said in the third quarter, it went through around 1.4 billion won to 2 billion won. Goldman Sachs Group analyst estimates. So everybody are having a hand in the cookie jar, similar to Tesla. That's why Elon Musk wanted to take total control of Tesla without making it public. He wanted to go back private in order to have more control over the stock, have more control over innovation, design, etc. Because when you have so many investors, you have to run things through them to say good or no, I don't agree. Okay. But with this, so many people have their hands in it, you may think that it may fail. China is a proudful country, believe it or not, and this is their Tesla. Me personally, when I looked at the numbers, at the price point, the backings, I don't believe it is going to fail, just like I don't believe Rivian is going to fail. But Rivian is still private, but their backers are Amazon and Ford. They both gave up $500 million, but they don't have a stock. NIO does, because NIO still needs to generate capital from other places, right? Because as we can tell, they're sitting on about 1.5 billion of debt. So some of you, that might scare some of you as a risky investment, and it is. But here's the thing when it comes to investment, guys. Either you can see or guesstimate or estimate future predictions of a company. Who would have thought that Tesla, when I bought it at $200, and I sold it at $330, okay? I'm thinking here because, again, the math is just totally crazy, because I bought it at $200, sold it at $330 a share, and now Tesla, well, I know the highs it went was $900 something. It probably teetered off to around $800, $700. But either way, when I bought that at $200, and if I would have sold it at even $700, do the math, ladies and gentlemen. Do the math. 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. I would have made $500 on each share I had. And I had over 25 shares of it. So with that said, you can already estimate or essentially guess how much money I would have received. I still made a profit, but my profit was smaller because guess what? I was impatient because I got tired of Tesla share price going up and down, up and down. It was going like 180, 240, 185, 240, 170. It was all over the place because it's a very risky stock. Because you have one of the smartest electrical engineers in the world with Elon Musk, who's also a space guru, who also makes solar panels for the home. He's just a genius. So with that, with a genius, you have to let them be creative. And so me just thinking about simple things as, what's the population of China? Over 1 billion. How hard it is for Chinese people to get a Tesla? Very difficult. I mean, unless you're the filthy rich. What about Tesla and other companies are trying to make electrical vehicles for the everyday person. That is why Tesla made the Model 3, ladies and gentlemen, a $35,000 electrical vehicle. Now, that was the base price. If you really wanted to be, fully loaded, I'm pretty sure it's going to cost you anywhere from 60 to 70,000. But if you wanted a Tesla and you want an electrical vehicle, you can go out and get a Model 3 for $35,000. This information today, ladies and gentlemen, is only for investment purposes only. I don't know if NIO will ever come to America, and I really don't care. I just want this stock to make me some money. Now, we understand stocks are on sale because of coronavirus, right? So right now it's hitting Italy hard, and I hate that it's spreading so quickly, and I hope that it doesn't reach anyone else in the world. I was about to say America. I'm like, that's so selfish. I hope it doesn't reach anyone else. And I hope that, the Chinese open up their borders for the Western world doctors and scientists to go in and help them out. A lot of times we have advanced technology. It's not that we're smarter, it's that we have advanced technology. That's our thing, R&D, research and development. We love those things here in America. And they have the same thing, but the world of science and the world of medical is so large. When you have a virus that spreads as quickly as this one, you want everybody who's willing to help you, especially when they're helping you for free. So this essentially was my breakdown of NIO. I know I didn't really get into the deep, dark metrics and data of this particular stock. I want you guys to go out and research that. But this is a stock right now that's still dropping because of the coronavirus outbreak, just like every other stock is. But this has, in my opinion, the potential to grow 3, 4, 5 times the amount that it is right now. And if, like me, I told you, I bought over 100, I bought 100 shares. I may not go any larger than that. I have some other shares I'm working on. But hopefully you found out some information that could be vital for your portfolio. This could be one of your risky stocks that you want to throw in there because, yeah, we do safe stocks like index funds and ETFs and commodities, things of that nature, right? To have a well-balanced portfolio. And then, granted, you need some risky stocks in your portfolio. This is my opinion. Okay, guys? I'm going to read your notes, and then I'm going to get out of here, okay? All right, I'm back. I'm going to read your notes. All right, let's see here. Will Lou says, China's known to make their own version of things regardless of the time frame rather than jump into current popular versions of other nations. I agree. Good evening, Miss Curly Girl. Thank you for joining in today. Wayne Peterson, thank you for joining in today. The stock is low. I'll probably buy some up. Okay. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Okay, it's just a subscriber asked for me to do a video on it, so I decided to do it. Let's see here. Wayne Peterson says NIO is probably a long-term investment. Indeed, it is a long-term investment. So I'm not going to even look at this right now. I'll probably look at this probably 5-10 years from now because either they're going to make it that long or I'm just going to lose money. Okay, that's the way I look at it. Let's see what else. Good evening, Mike. I'm glad you can join in. Time to buy pharmacy companies and good stocks for a discount. Indeed it is. All right, guys. Unfortunately, that's all my time for this evening. You guys have a great and wonderful evening. The news is putting out wash your hands, wash your face when you're going out and about, so we can slow the spread, and hopefully they're coming up with some sort of vaccine or cure for this coronavirus. Because at the end of the day, this is a great time to buy your stocks, but we don't need this thing to drag on for months. I mean, well, it depends on how you look at it, right? If you have a regular job and you can buy up a bunch of stocks and shares of things, it may be good for months, but we all like to see green, right? You all would like to see your money grow. But I say this, take this opportunity, for some of you who are about to get paid on the first here, take an opportunity and look at some of these low budget stocks that could have exponential profitability. Also, look at stocks that are very popular that are losing 5 and 10%, like the Dow, lost 2,000 points already? Is ridiculous. So it's a fire sale. Everything is on sale, guys. Go out, buy your investments, do your research, okay? Do your research, and know that every investment has risk. All right. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.